This is not real life. We're just observing what happened 7 years ago.
Bullshit! You're not up there. You have no idea.
All right, listen to me, Nick. Those are terrible things, but you did them before, so you can do them again. Saving them now means nothing. Let go of your emotion and be a physicist. We have to get home.
Talk to me about the process of finding distribution for the film.
Mason won September's Best Performer of the competition in the LA Actors Awards, and then at the end of the year, he won Best Performer of the Year for this performance. And then him and Tori actually won Best Duo of the Year. And I was, for her and him to get that, it was like, you guys earned this. There's a lot of good stuff coming in. But as you know, COVID-19 has changed the world, and even some of the festivals that we were in or waiting to get in, they've basically said, all right, we're gonna do this digital only. And you know, that kind of closes the door on certain things.
So, I mean, how much did your trajectory with this film, both the festival circuit and going with streaming now on Prime, how much did COVID really just like change your approach to how you were handling this?
You know, I think for us, if I could tell COVID out there, hey, coronavirus, if you're listening, I would say you're about, you came 4 months too early, because that sort of forced our hand into saying like, all right, the festival ride is basically done. So now let's change our trajectory. Like everything that had been about, get us into this fest or get us into that fest, see if we can get discovered, all shifted to what do we need to be able to distribute a film. A lot of time and investment is put into movies, and holding off on them for half a year, especially when this is like our film was a 2-year long process. So if we would have had to wait another half year, it's like, well, we could have done it, but realistically our festival run was ending in probably a few months from right now. So it wasn't too hard to say, okay, we might lose some money by bypassing them, but I'd rather be streaming now, especially being that it's an uplifting and sort of heartfelt story.
Streaming figures are up like 40% while everybody's home. So in that sense, is there kind of a silver lining with kind of having more of like a captive audience that you can get this film in front of now that it is out on Prime?
Actually, Chris, that's a good point. I think that is the silver lining. One of my biggest things was after about 2 weeks of just being quarantined or stuck at home, all I wanted was, it would be awful if my movie sat on a shelf or a hard drive during this entire time period, because when else are people going to have this much time to make for watching things, and especially supporting independent artists, you know? That's where I felt my story could most directly relate and remind people that even if you invent a time machine and it works and you can go back and it works, doesn't mean that that's more valuable than the people around you.
If you could go back in time, to any time in the past with your time machine, when would it be?
I think we're living it right now.
Well, if that's true, then who needs a stinking time machine?